Okay, so you want.
Good luck.
It's only teaching. Alrighty, bell ringer on the board. I want you to write your name, the question, and your answer. Simple question. How are cattle identified? So, to you, even if you don't know what cattle identification is, how do we ID cattle here in the United States? So I want your name, the question, and the answer on your note card. We'll turn them in at the end of the class. While y'all are finishing that bell ringer, I'm going to pass out some guided notes. Yes, ma'am.
Do you want us to put the info in the back of it?
As long as your name, the question, and the answer is somewhere on that note card. Or how they're identified by their owners. Thank you. Sorry. See, y'all can still act yourself even though this is a video. I'll crop it and stuff. Y'all can be engaged like any regular lesson. I'm scared. It should be totally normal. It's just on video.
Mister, what you do this week?
What,
What did you do this week?
what is it called? What, like, meat did you eat yesterday? None?
I don't know. What did I eat? Oh, egg ground beef, enchiladas.
Same. I didn't eat enchiladas.
Oh,
What did you drink yesterday?
okay, wait.
You need to calm down,
Hold on.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, are y'all finished with your bell ringer?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, so we'll be talking about cattle identification. You have guided notes here. Of course, number one, this should be as simple as a kindergartner would need it. First thing we did was bell ringer review. Second thing we'll get into is why do we identify cattle? So, it shows ownership, shows their genetics, age, vaccinations, breeding, and conception. Breeding and conception kind of go one within the other. We're going to talk about each of these things. So, how can identifying cattle show ownership? Has anybody got an answer? None? Bethany?
You have a certain brand here on like that like for yourself. Like you have like if my name was like Meadow, I would have an M on my branding.
So, brand, where would the brand be on the cow?
The hind.
On the hind. So, what we will put for shows ownership, Bethany says it has something to do with her last name. So most cows come off of a ranch. And then something to do with the owner's initial. So whatever it may be. Does anyone have a family ranch?
Yeah, no.
Or like a symbol y'all use? It doesn't even have to be like anything to do with cows. What you got, Jonathan?
I need a playground, so.
Like a hunting club. Who's on a hunting club? Lucas, are y'all on a hunting club?
I was, but not at the moment.
Anyone else on a hunting club? Anston? What's it called?
Savannah Ranch.
The who what?
Savannah Ranch.
Savant Ranch?
Unless you
Is there like a sign on the gate? Is it like SR? What's the sign look like?
Yeah, I think it is, that's all.
So let's just say the Savant Ranch Hunting Club had that symbol on the gate that shows you what they are. So under shows ownership, I want you to put like can show the ranch or the rancher or the owner's initial. It's something that shows whose cow is what. In genetics, who knows what genetics is? Can y'all tell me what genetics is?
It's what you get from your parents.
What you get from your parents. It's where you get your genes. Pedigree of the animal. Who knows what, so on genetics, tell me what, in livestock, what do we call the father of something?
Sire.
Sire. What do we call the mother of something? The maternal parent. Dam. So, a way that we can tell their genetics. Let's say that when we get a baby calf, we had y'all had the class of the baby calf being outside. We put an ear tag in its ear. On the back of that ear tag, I wrote who her dam and sire was, so I would know what her breeding was. That's a source of identification where I can look at that calf. Now, Operation Small, as small as what we may know, someone that has 10 cows, you're probably going to know what those 10 calves are, who the mom and the dad is, dam and sire, stuff like that. But if we have 300 cows on a Black Angus ranch somewhere, and we're breeding to 10 different bulls a year, every time a cow calves, you can go in your record book, see who that cow was bred to, put a tag in that calf's ear that she was born on this day, this is her dam, this is her sire, so when she weans one day, you know how old she is, who her mom is, and who her dad is, stuff like that. So on genetics, I want y'all to put sire and dam. We can tell vaccinations. On our vaccinations, now this is getting into really big operations because most cows I ever owned was 16 cows. Go ahead.
Age.
Huh?
Skipped age.
Oh, I skipped age. Age, that's an easy one. What do we put for age? I just mentioned it. The day the calf was born. So right there, if y'all ever see this on a cow cell or something, y'all see DOB, D-O-B, date of birth. So, like I was saying, if that calf's born, you take on that ear tag, write its dam and sire, its date of birth, so when it weans one day, you can go back and see where it came from and the day it was born, so you know exactly how old it is. Vaccinations. You're getting into a large-scale operation if people are using markers for vaccinations. I can usually type it in my phone or something when I vaccinate my 10 cows. But if we're getting into someone that owns 1,500 cows, they can take and sometimes they'll put a different color tag in a cow's ear, put some kind of marker on them to show that they got their, biannual, something like that, vaccination. So on vaccinations, I just want y'all to put time.
Time?
Yep. So they'll put like the date and the time that they put those vaccinations on cows to tell when they're identifying. Breeding. Anyone got any idea on what will identify breeding in cows?
I don't understand the context.
So like if we go through and we palpate all of our cows, we have enough of them, we'll mark them bred or mark them not bred.
Yeah.
So usually what people will do is if they AI or if they have live bulls out, they will take and some people do it at 30, most people do it at 90 days. It's usually 30, 60, or 90 days. You'll pin all your cows, you'll go back through and you'll palpate. You wanna know what palpation is?
Check pregnancy.
Check pregnancy. Stick your hand in them. Check and see if you feel a fetus growing in there or not. If you feel the fetus, you'll mark them 30, 60, or 90 days bred, and usually the bull they're bred to. So, you can write it down on an ear tag, like a check mark that they're bred, and what bull they were bred to. And that will show you how far along they are. So when I'm riding out in my pasture and I'm wondering when cows are going to calve, I can look at cow number 82 and see that she's got a marker in her ear showing that she was 90 days bred 100 days ago, so that means she's 190 days bred. She's not but about 80 days from having to calf. So, on breeding, I want y'all to write how far along. It's a good way to know how far along your cows are. The conception, that really kind of goes right along in with breeding. Conception is the act of getting pregnant, conceiving a baby. Conception, same way we ID cows, we can identify which cows have been with which bulls through ear tagging, branding, stuff like that. It's a way to know if they're open or bred and when they were bred. It kind of goes hand in hand with breeding. So as long as does everybody understand that concept, conception and breeding, and why we need to know? Why do we need to know when our cows were bred? To know when to expect a baby. We don't want to breed cows and it's the middle of the summer, it's 110 degrees and we start having babies. Babies don't do good in bad heat. We also don't want to breed cows and then it's the middle of ice cold January, early February and cows start having babies because those babies can't make it. It's icy and wet outside. So conception goes right in with breeding. Then number 3, what problems could arise without ID? Anybody got one? Anybody got some kind of horror story? problems do y'all think could arise if people didn't identify their cattle? Back to what Bethany was saying, branding.
Someone else's cow.
Lucas says someone might take someone else's cow. And you wouldn't think that in today's time because everybody's got their own fence, their own barn, their own land markers, stuff like that. But that's how branding became a thing in Texas. Anyone ever watch Lonesome Dove?
I've heard of it.
Yes.
I've heard of it.
Raise your hand if you watch Lonesome Dove. Have you never watched Lonesome Dove?
I've heard of it.
I have.
I've heard of it.
Okay, driving cattle through the state of Texas. So it's all that you watched it, Dakota? Best movie ever made. We'll have a class.
I didn't.
Yes, Bethany, I'm very proud of you. You've never watched Lonesome Dove?
I don't think
I'm
I'm
surprised.
in culture
I'm
spot.
surprised that you have.
You've never watched it? Who are y'all's parents? Addie? No? Okay, so it's about cattle rustling through the state of Texas. So used to, before fences and such were a thing, and people still drove cattle, you would have to take, that's how fire branding became a thing. You brand all your cattle and knows whose cow's who. And then if you go down the road to Billy Bob's house and you see 5 cows with your brands,
Billy Bob.
or on his land, that means his guys went out at night, stole 5 of your cows, and you go have a shootout with Billy Bob and get your cows back.
ID's a lot more important because of certain
It sounds like
sirens
the ranch.
nowadays.
Do what?
ID's a lot more important because of certain sirens.
Yes. So Peter says identification has changed, or became more important when it comes to sires nowadays. Where we did start ID and fire branding, stuff like that, just strictly to show ownership. We didn't care about genetics. All we needed was the cows. We didn't have fences, stuff like that. People ran hundreds of numbers of cows, no fences. You had to have some sense of ownership on all these cattle, so your cattle didn't get stolen. Who knew Mr. Curry? Did y'all all know Mr. Curry? Or I'm acting like he's dead. Did y'all know Mr. Curry? He's got a funny story. His last name's Curry, C-U-R-R-I-E. He said that back in the day, like 5 generations ago, all of his family was actually C-U-R-R-Y. And if you go around the Crockett and Kennard area, where Mr. Curry's from, all the Currys around there, there's a huge family, are all C-U-R-R-Y Currys. But Mr. Curry says that's the cattle thieving Currys, and the C-U-R-R-I-E is the non-cattle thieving Currys. That back in like late 1800s, the family had a big bust up because a bunch of the Currys, there was mom and dad and like 5 brothers or sons, and 3 of the brothers got in like a gang type thing and started cattle rustling, stealing other people's cattle and stuff. And 2 of the brothers were still working on the family farm, so they like disowned the 3 cattle thieving brothers, and their names stayed C-U-R-R-Y. And the other 2 brothers ended up legally getting their names changed to C-U-R-R-I-E. So Mr. Curry says there's the good Currys and then the cattle thieving Currys, and that all can kind of come back to identification. You got to know whose cows are whose, so you don't get your cows stolen. What other problems can arise without ID? That's probably the biggest one, and not as big of a deal these days. Peter mentioned sires, breeding. You got to know what your cows are bred to.
What was conception?
Conception, we just put open or bred. Open was when the cow's not bred.
It's a lot harder to tell.
Conception's really not. I don't want y'all to worry about conception too much because it's pretty much just like breeding.
It's a lot harder to sell a calf that, no, like you won't get as much for a calf that's bred to some random bull to one that would be bred to someone like a godly trout.
Right. So we got to know what we got. You want to know what your cows are bred to, what kind of genetics they have. So on what problems could arise without identification? Of course, ownership and stealing. And then the next thing, you want to know your breeding, like Peter's talking about. You want to know what your calves' genetics are. You got to identify your cattle and know that whose mama's whose daddy's whose kid is that type thing. Just like kind of like our birth certificates. It's good to know who Peter's dad is and who Peter's mom is. So if he ever becomes a psychopath, we can go back and try to figure out where he got those genes from. So, any other problems that could arise without cattle identification? Any other thing y'all can think of? Fresh country, you got any?
Maybe if you're trying to sell cow pairs and you're sorting a bunch of cows, you probably end up with some cows with the wrong cow.
Yeah, that's just, it goes right in hand. You got to tag your calves. And, I mean, that's just to keep them with their own mama, but it is good to get into the sire things. Know what calves out of what, so you'll know if you ever want to use that bull again or something. if I had 10 calves all out of the same bull, and they all ended up being really good calves, I'm probably gonna wanna know which bull that was. So I'll know to go back and use that bull again, and vice versa. If they all turn out like crap and I don't remember which bull I bred that calf to, I wanna be sure and not use that bull again. Next thing, so what we're gonna get into, this is just kind of our, that 1 through 3 there, that's just kind of the intro to cattle identification and why we wanna use it. The first method of identification we'll talk about is ear tagging. So everybody knows what an ear tagger is. Who actually tagged the cow and calf the day we had it here in third period?
You let,
Didn't you tag it?
Me? No.
you let a freshman do it.
I'm sorry.
You asked me to do it, I said I don't want to.
Anyway, y'all seen the red plier looking things,
Yeah.
the ear tagger, where it drives the tag through and it puts the backer on the back of it and puts an ear tag in it, you know what I'm talking about? An ear tagger. So that's the first method of identification we're gonna talk about. Here's our steps. So we have, I think that's 6 steps right there. Step 1 is write all the needed information on the tag. Who can tell me what that information is?
Date of birth.
Genetics, date of birth.
Genetics.
Number.
So, the way,
Cow number.
if we don't have our cows branded and we're only gonna use ear tags, I'm gonna try to draw an ear tag here. So what I might do, let's say that this is Maddie Willis's cows. Let's say she's the MW Ranch. So you might have a signal of ownership on there, like a brand. Then you want to have that the day that calf was born. So it's date of birth. Let's just say it was born on January 1st, 2025. And then you want its genetics. So it's dam, could be cow number 2. And its sire being bull number 5. So most people that only use ear tags do things like that. You're writing your steps down on how to use an ear tag. So step 1 being the first one, write all needed information on the tag. Step 2 being load the tag onto the ear tagger, so on and so forth.
No, you did not.
Y'all all getting it?
I'll just do this right here.
I'll let y'all get those written before I keep moving forward.
Thank you.
I'll probably go a little bit fast, I'm sorry.
Just chilling. I'll run up, get it done now.
Really not the 45-minute teach type of guy.
Yeah, you can teach it and we can go to lunch outside. Our pond got,
Your last 3 steps are on the back.
our pond got so low yesterday that a cow got out.
No, I'll take a look at it.
Those cows got out.
I was telling him, thank you.
You have any source of identification on your cows?
Yeah, we got a tag on the shoe, that's it. And, but, no, cause we have it, like, where, like, the fences go down into the pond, like, goes into the water, so they can go to the water and stuff, to cool off. So, I guess, cause it's gotten so low, it just walked right out.
They walk under the fence.
No, they just walked in front of it, 'cause, like, we only went so far.
Because it didn't go all the way across it.
Yeah. So they literally just walked around. I woke up this morning and it was in my backyard. I was like, bro,
There used to be a bunch of wild cows down the road on that pipeline and stuff.
Yeah,
Almost my whole life, there's just been a wild herd of cows.
Be careful, okay?
Willie right there talking about Shelby and
Mhm.
he says,
Cows get out all the time.
yeah, his fences and everything's just drawn off water and stuff. He don't even care.
He's a cure to feed me. Poor cows. Alrighty, we all finished writing the steps?
We told the cops about it, and the cops said if we wanted, we could actually take the cows if we wanted to, if they were like out on the road.
My day.
My dad just said, "Won't be."
Did that cow ever get sick, like the problem?
I let her breed back. I vaccinated her from almost every disease she could have. We'll see if she holds milk on the next calf or
You
not.
want us to copy that?
No, don't copy, or Maddie could copy that one, but don't, I'm gonna have you do your own on your own ear tag. We write all the steps down, we good? So, our steps are, write all the needed information on the tag. The last thing we do on these guided notes is we're gonna talk about that. Load the tag onto the ear tagger. When we do this in person, y'all see exactly how to load it on, but there's two pieces. It's the actual tag, and then there's the back that has the needle in it that actually goes through the ear, like the piercing. So there's two pieces. You gotta load them onto the tagger. Place the tagger over the ear. One thing I didn't put in there is you want to be on the right spot in the ear. Your ears have a lot of veins in them. You don't want to get too far on the end of the ear because then the tagger will rip out. You don't want to get too far in the ear and all that thick cartilage and hurt the cow. And there's a couple veins in the ear you don't want to hit, and then you have a bad bleeder. You kind of want to get in that happy medium spot where the ear is barely thick enough to tag and you're not too deep into that sensitive cartilage. So you want to get your placement right. Place the tagger over that right placement. Push the two handles together to tag it. Together. Release the handles. That's when that driver will come back out of that tag, and that tag, if you went all the way through, that tag will stay in the cow's ear. Ensure the tag is properly placed in the ear. Release the cow and monitor as needed. In ear tagging, you should not have to monitor your cows. It's like piercing your ear right. It only hurts for maybe an hour, probably less for cows, unless you tag them wrong. If you tag them way too far on the end of the ear, it'll end up ripping out. Way too far on the inside, it'll end up bleeding, probably get infected because that tag will be so thick it's compacted into the skin. So you want it where that tag is just in that thick enough skin, the tag's still loose enough to move and not constantly be penetrating the skin. So that's our steps to ear tagging. Last thing, what can go on an ear tag? There are multiple things that can go on an ear tag.
Numbers.
So you can put the ranch name or the brand. That's something I want y'all to list here. So ranch name, brand. You can put the date of birth, dam, or the sire. A lot of people have these ear tags made up that are like printed in a shop, and they'll order for the, like where all you have to do is fill out the little blanks where it's date of birth, dam, and sire. They'll have their brand. They might have a phone number. They might have an address. I mean, this is kind of like a dog tag. You know, if your dog gets lost, you want them to be able to have a number to call or an address to bring your dog back to. Most people just have like a brand or a name on there because most people that are around cows know everyone else that has cows. You can find that person somehow if they get their cow gets out. But a lot of people go as far as phone numbers, addresses, ranch name, brand. Then for sure you want your dam, sire, and your date of birth so you can know what calf is what its genetics are, and when it was born.
That would be hard if the cow was aggressive. Someone's trying to get the number off the tag.
Oh yeah. No, you got to catch it and pin it up to be able to read these tags. But mainly, more or less, just you know, it's a good way to prove that that cow was yours if someone were to steal it. And more than anything, in today's time, is these calves, when we put the tag in their ears, being able to see who the dam and sire is and when their birthday was. So, everybody got something written on what can go on an ear tag?
Yes, boss.
Alright, last thing we're going to do is create our own ear tag. I want y'all all to, you know, get creative. Come up with your own brand or something. Maddie's was pretty well done for her, unless she wanted to do something else, be more creative. So, make yourself your own brand. Put your phone number on there if you want. Put your address. And then I want you to make up, it can even be for you. Put your date of birth. Put your dam, your sire. You don't have to put your actual date of birth and your mom and dad's name. But kind of make up an ear tag that, you know, like would be for you. Maddie's is NW. Same date of birth, dam, and cow I used. And then this is calf number 67 is the tag that she used.
Maddie.
And we'll end up getting some real ear tags in here. I'm going to get everybody a piece of leather in their own tag. We can make it and we'll stamp it ourselves, something to take home.
What's something off the?
Yeah, I said it.
TR.
Huh? You can tag your actual ear if you want.
I mean,
Don't really.
I'm just-
You can do it with pen.
I'm done.
Do it.
We'll take them my back.
Hello?
What?
You can just do it with pen.
Hey, if y'all wanna get the colored pencils from up front, y'all can.
They gotta stop.
What's something off that?
Okay.
I'm so simple, I think backwards P.
What you laughing at?
Yeah, like write your P backwards, so the R can come off the same leg.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm
Number
not.
67.
No.
From the barn range.
Yeah, just.
LT.
Yeah, that's one of those.
I don't know, my dad calls me.
What?
I like the running stuff, or the rafter stuff.
Mr. Rehop today.
You do like the rafter PR ranch, Peter. You like a PR with a rafter over it. Rafter PR ranch.
Hi, Jonathan.
Go get creative.
I'll be creative.
R679.
And I have a question. Was that supposed to say Sal or Sir?
Sire, S-I-R-E. My hand on this.
Watch sleep, I'm taking notes.
Valentine's. Oh, your birthday's February 14th? Why the J?
James Sharp.
Need to be like a, do like the running James Sharp, the running sign. We're gonna learn about brands soon. Like if I had like be like the running JS Ranch, that stands for running.
I don't know if there's a damn thing.
Wake up, Jonathan.
There is Bucky Time.
Peter's Dam and Sire. The dam is named Funky Time, and the Sire is named Brightside.
Brightside is an actual goal.
She sounds like fun. You gotta put your Dam and Sire on here, dude.
What?
No, what's the date of birth? There you go.
What? Wait.
Do you have to write like the DOB?
I'd rather you put, I mean, you can just put the date, the dam and the Sire. You don't have to write the words DOB, dam and Sire.
Mr. Reed.
How's it going, PG?
Did you make a full brand?
I just did.
Your sire is Mr. Reed.
Is that your actual birthday?
I was ready.
It's coming up.
Yeah.
Is that your birthday?
Mr. Reed.
January 1st.
What's the popular?
Mr. Reed.
What's a popular dam? I-80.
41.
And then.
Got number 41.
Do,
Its pedigree is Funky Time and Brightside.
do I-80 and the Sire do,
I did.
you can do MAB.
When I get out of high school,
I
my
showed a
mom,
calf that was out of that for something.
when I get out of high school, I get mom's bells and they or bull.
I think it's more.
Hey, Mr. Reed, I have a question.
What's up, buddy?
So, what does the dam mean again?
That is the maternal parent.
Yeah.
So that's the mom.
The dam stands for mama, and the Sire stands for dad.
So something tells me Mickey Mouse would not be a dam, you know?
Mickey Mouse, if he was someone's father, he would be their sire.
Sometimes they put,
But, okay, so it's put it dam.
a lot of
And
the time,
sire is you.
No, I missed it.
when they put the dam, a lot of the times they'll put the pedigree of the dam instead of the dam.
Yeah, sometimes when they write these dams, because everyone cares about the sires, which I disagree with sometimes. A lot of times they'll put the dam's paternal parent. So like they'll put the dam's dad and then the calf's dad.
Sometimes there'll be
Two dads.
several dads
It's
on
like
the
how
same
great power
dad.
are,
That's how all goat genetics are. There's hardly no dam listed. It'll always be the dam sire and then the sire of the calf. That'll be how the genetics are listed in goats.
I say, Adam, I think about that goat, I saw it sold for $18.
Like, pigs are like that too, it'll be like buckle up, X, like tricked out, X.
Two sires.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. Count number 9, sire number 3. Then put this calf number. Act like it's calf, put JS 201 or something. That'd be pretty neat.
Read it.
Everybody is having calf number 67.
No,
676.
the sire.
Okay. For Fresh Country, his calf's dam is Mickey Mouse and the sire is Mr. Reed. Oh no, this is Jonathan's.
JS what?
That me.
That me.
That me came back.
Does that have to be 3 numbers?
What does it say?
That says Brahma.
Oh, Brahman and Brangus. I like it.
That have to be 3 numbers?
You think I'm ever talking
It doesn't have
about
to be.
Mickey Mouse?
It's totally made up. Act like this is calf number 2014.
Species?
How's yours coming? Nuh-uh. That's perfect.
Calf number 2, 3, 4, 5.
I like it. Good tag.
Brown bone, that's his name.
I'm adding
Species.
I'm gonna get a white cow. I'm gonna diet turkey. And I'm gonna give you a brown cow.
Funky Time, X Kingpin, Branch and Brightside.
Dish on yourself.
Funky Time is like
I know.
some sort of,
Just messing with you.
what?
I don't know what it is.
No, I said.
Oh, you made up. Oh, it
Yeah,
is.
we're trying to decide what breed.
I think,
Oh, Funky Tom is definitely something American.
yeah, she's some kind of
She's got some
American
here.
Look,
bred
bro,
to
you
bred to
you put in the
Kingpin.
microwave?
No, I'm looking for something I can
And
put this
then
on so
we're
I can
bringing
stick it
that-
in the microwave.
Particular dam to Brightside, and we're making
chicken
some
salad?
Charlotte
Hmm.
American.
I'm gonna use a
You
piece.
have 3 minutes anyway.
I'm gonna use a piece of paper.
Oh, Hunter, can you end that video?
No, you're not. Lucas, you're not.